And I was born to make amends with all my friends and all I had. And I will do this on my own, on my own, on my own. Hold my head and make this alright. Hold my head and make this alright. Just like suicide. Just like suicide. When you were born, it was in vain for me. When you were born, it was in vain for me. And you were born to make amends with all your friends and all you had. And you will do this on your own, on your own, on your own. Hold my head and make this alright. Hold my head and make this alright. Just like.
Welcome to Keep Media Live. I don't want to keep anybody waiting. We've already made them wait an extra hour. Well, I made them wait. It's my fault. But that was a Sava. They're from Akron, Ohio, and that's probably one of their most mellow songs I've ever heard them do. So I wanted to feature that one because it came out about a month ago, and I just haven't done that yet. And they're good guys. They're really good.
Yeah, that sounded great. That kind of reminded me of like Days of the New mixed with like Seether.
Yeah, it does.
That's
actually.
going on my bedroom playlist, man.
That's pretty good.
Bedroom playlist, huh?
I can get down to that. Yeah.
Maybe we should have talked about wieners. Welcome, guys. Submariner is with me tonight, and you guys are also from. Okay, so I practiced this with the guys last night in 97 Flood, Louisville.
Louisville.
Right?
That's right.
Correct.
I got it.
Yes,
sir.
Pass.
I got it. I've been practicing that all day, like on the mower and everything. I'm like Louisville. They taught me how to say it. Louisville. Is that how you guys say it? Louisville.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But they did tell me though, if I'm going to try to come there in August when they have a show. Hopefully you guys will be around. I can meet you too. But they told me if I say it wrong, then I'm going to be looked upon as a tourist. Like, I'll go to Pittsburgh and like look up at the buildings because they're really tall. We don't have those around here, But so I'm definitely going to already do that. But I got to be able to pronounce the city right because that's sacrilege, I think, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah. We can sniff that quite easily.
Sniff that out.
Louisville.
Louisville, or you can't really say Louisville either.
Louisville works.
Louisville.
Sort of.
So it depends on where you go.
Wasn't there somebody that just said that got called out for being a tourist?
Yeah.
I forget.
Was it Pat with Mahomes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at the
It was
Derby?
Pat Mahomes at the Derby. It
Yeah.
was like Louisville, and everybody lit him up for that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's.
Although I think that's technically correct, right? Because King Louis.
Louisville is right.
I don't know.
Louisville,
Works
but
for
not
me.
definitely not Louisville because it's not
Definitely
it's
not
not Lewis, so it definitely wouldn't be Louisville. I don't know. Well, welcome, guys. It's nice to have you on Acute Mania Live. I 97 Flood kind of started this. I don't know what. Everybody's on the train. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something to. But I've never featured a band from Kentucky until last night, and now I'm doing two in a row. So I'm thinking what's going to start happening here is all these bands from Kentucky are just going to inundate this show, which is fine. What I'm hearing so far is excellent. So you guys are representing also. We'll say you guys are representing Kentucky first because I mean it's that new to the show.
Absolutely, yeah.
So-
Well, we're glad to be here. Yeah, there's plenty of untapped
There's a lot.
talent.
There's
here.
a lot just in Louisville.
And if you guys like the number 69, you are episode number 269. So that's even better than a
Perfect,
regular
dude.
69.
I like it.
Anyway, so tell me a little bit about you guys. I know you sent me a bio and everything, and we posted the bio and stuff. But from your own words, what is Submariner? How did it come about? Things like that.
I'd say Submariner came about really when I met this guy right here, this tall fellow right in the middle here in high school. We were offered classical guitar class, oddly enough, and walk in, I see him playing some Led Zeppelin. I sit down, start playing some Led Zeppelin with him. We start jamming out, and we form a band like maybe 2 weeks later. It was pretty quick.
Instantly.
And so really our first album that's out is really kind of like that, spawned that creation. And from there, I'd say we picked up a couple more bandmates here and there. That guy over there, around 2021. And
I met Steve. I was trying to get guitar lessons because I suck, man. And Steve was teaching guitar lessons.
Yeah.
we had all kind of listened to metal here and there. And I was the one that kind of is like all I listened to. And I started showing these guys like Megadeth and
Slipknot was a big one.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
then we were like, why don't we just write some of this stuff down? Like it just comes natural. It's like I listen to the music and I just all of a sudden have like, oh, what if I could write a metal idea like this or an idea like this? And then eventually we just had like a culmination of riffs that we just kind of brought together and brought to Steve over here, which we're in his studio right now. And for the past 3 years, it's kind of been our project.
Yeah.
This Resurgence album. And
Do
that's
you
really
mind
how-
going one by one and saying your name and we'll do name, instrument, and candy bar. Favorite candy bar.
Okay. I am
on.
Zach Watson. I do lead vocal and I play guitar as well. And my favorite candy bar has got to be a Twix. Left Twix.
That's a good choice.
Now left or right because they have the packages now that left and right Twix.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm liking the left Twix a little more these days.
All right.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
My name's Eldon. I'm lead guitar. My favorite I don't really eat candy bars, man. I'm more of a Premier Protein kind of guy. Get a little.
All right. What's your
protein
favorite
bar.
Premier Protein bar?
I like the birthday cake flavor. That's my favorite one because I don't really eat cake either. So sometimes, it's nice to like imagine it's like almost eating a cake.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
those
right
guys
there.
who put like big spoilers on their Hondas. It's like almost like driving a race car, but
They're getting there. They'll
They're
get
getting
there one day.
Drew Harris, guitar, vocal, favorite candy bar. I go between Crunch and Three Musketeers.
Oh yeah, Three Musketeers. I just had one of those for the first time in like a year the other day, and it
I
was
haven't had
glorious.
one in a long time, dude.
Because you never think about them. Like they used to advertise the shit out of that candy bar, and like nobody thinks about it until you see it. You're
Mhm.
there, and you're like, yeah, that one. I'll take that one. I'll take the biggest one you have. You know?
Although, well, we
It's
were
still not enough.
moving boxes. I used to eat like a Twix every day out of the vending machine. So that's also
Nice.
up there.
Are you a left Twix or a right Twix?
Oh, I'm right all day, dude.
That's what I thought you were. Okay.
that's what makes this band work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yin and yang.
All right, I'm Steven Anto. I do bass and production for these guys. So my favorite candy bar, he kind of stole mine. I was going to say Three Musketeers, but I'll say
Man.
That's fair, yeah.
my alternate would be a Milky Way. So I feel like
Ah,
it's like the dark chocolate version of a Three Musketeers almost.
Good choice.
yeah, that's good stuff because you get the caramel in there with it.
Yeah.
With the was it the nougat? The nougat? The
it's
nugget.
the
What do you
nougat.
call it? The nugget. It's the nugget. Everybody knows that. If you'd like to chat along with the band and ask questions, please ask them questions, especially if you know them, because that's ask the ones that they would really embarrass them.
For
Put in the
sure,
chat,
man.
and I will
Who's
unless
in
you-
there?
are you guys monitoring also?
Yeah, we
Okay.
got.
Okay.
I
We
got
see Raymundo,
yeah.
and I see my
So
wife in
what's-
there too.
So this is kind of this is a fairly new project, then, right? For the most part, fairly new.
Yeah, so it's been about, we've worked on it for probably the last 3 years, but we didn't start having all the material ready until maybe we finished the last song maybe like a year ago. Like
Yeah.
It's been a long process, and we've come up with new ideas as we've gone along and added it to the album. Like it's really been a fun.
Have you played
project.
out? Have you done some shows also?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played a lot of places around town.
Yeah. I would say the process, because I literally just joined the band 2020 or 2021 roughly. Yeah.
About there, yeah.
So
2020.
before that, y'all had they had a whole other album and things prepared before then. And then the process just for this last album kind of almost did 2 iterations of itself before it kind of made it to its final form. So like he said, we finished one of the songs literally like a year ago. So some of the songs on that album are like from 2021, and some of them are
2023 and
yeah,
never.
20
Yeah.
like pretty
Pretty
like last
new.
year recent.
Mhm.
So
I don't even think I've made it entirely through the album yet. With every song, I pick a few favorites. I pick a few favorites and really listen to them. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I talk fast. But yeah, I like to pick through and just kind of, okay, what exactly are they doing? Like listen to it once and then just go back and be like, okay, I didn't notice that the first time. Especially with cans, and I haven't done that yet. I'll do that tonight, for the first
Yeah,
time.
oh, yeah.
So I love hearing those things that, there's a certain person that can actually hear those things like that I'm talking about, like the things that you might have slipped in there on the recording to just make that part that you
Yes.
don't. I don't want to say normal people, because that's like I'm but like it just takes somebody to really hear that, like
Oh, yeah.
whatever it might be, like a bell ring or something just in the behind
There's
it,
there's a lot of that.
There are a lot of that.
Yeah.
I love hearing that on like Gojira records, Macedon records. I go back and listen to it, and I hear something new like years
Every
later,
time you hear it,
and it just blows me away.
Especially
Yeah.
depending on what you're listening to on. If you're listening to headphones, you may hear something. If you're listening, sometimes I listen in the car, you'll hear different things.
Yeah, exactly, and maybe different like harmony parts too. Like sometimes I'll
Mhm.
get that,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a lot on Resurgence for
Yeah.
sure. It's filled with stuff thanks to.
Individually, what's your favorite song from the album? Individually,
I'm gonna say "Deeper You Dig." It took the longest to record. It's sort of like the high point of the album for me, because it really displays our talent. It's not every band you see. You have 3 guitars on stage, so you really got to try to make that work and have everybody play different stuff. And that song just lends itself perfect when it all comes together. It's just beautiful.
Personally, Elixir, man, just because I have like 27 solos on it, so it's really fun to play live. I get to just wank off for like a solid 4
Yeah.
minutes.
say wank off,
Yeah, but like with the guitar and the
wank
hands.
off, wank
It's
on,
like a
wank
musical wanking.
off. Okay.
It's funny because I was gonna say Elixir too, and I still am.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. There's something about that one that's. When he first brought the riff in, I'm just like, that's it for me.
You've got some words for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You wrote the lyrics.
Yeah, when we paired those lyrics were, I felt like some of my best. So when we paired those together, it was like a, oh.
Do you all sing? Like, do all of you take part in singing?
Just these two, just me and Drew over here. I
Yeah.
do most of the screams. He does most of the clean singing.
we all did technically sing on the album though. We did like
Warcry.
we did like some gang vocals on a track or
Deeper
two.
You Dig.
Yeah, Warcry. At the end of Warcry, we did like choir, and then Deeper You Dig has some gang vocals. So technically, we all sing, but Drew and Zach are the main vocalists.
Raymundo has a question, and this is actually a good question. I would ask this one also. What was the process of making Elephant? He said that song is so nuts. I love that song too. And,
Yeah.
and there's no lyrics in that one, correct?
Could I speak on behalf of that
That's
one?
You should.
That's a good
yeah.
story too.
Man, I stayed up like 2 days straight just railing caffeine, dude. And I just kept
Just
adding a little part of the part. Some other stuff, but I don't even say that on this show.
You're good. You're
It's
good.
a family show.
Yeah, it's a family show, keep people
right,
and all that. But just kept adding a little part by part by part, and I invited all these guys over. Was it this day of the pool party, or was it just a random?
I don't remember, but
I don't remember.
No, it was just one random
One
day.
random
Yes,
day.
go
Dude,
over.
Sam was.
I invite them over. I'm like, dude, let me show you guys some shit. I think I might have something for the album.
Yeah, so he wrote Elephant all by himself,
Yeah.
pretty much, and came over and showed us, and just absolutely blew us away.
Everybody lost their shit, and like I felt like I had my ego stroked for the
Yeah.
next couple years.
Now, why did you choose against vocals and lyrics for that song?
I didn't. I actually wrote it to have vocals and lyrics, and
Oh, yeah?
everybody else was like, dude, don't put anything else on it.
I think we had gotten the process of just playing it together so much. We had like visceral reactions to parts of the song, and so there's just one part where everybody's just hammering on and the drums are going crazy, and it just sounded like a stampede, and we are like, what if we just name it? It sounds like an elephant stampede. What if we just name it that? And then I think like maybe a month before the album dropped, I was like, what if we add an elephant sound over that
Like a
part? And it
trunk
was like,
squeeze.
Would you
That's
ever
a
do a
favorite part.
version with the vocals? Would you ever do a version like that?
I think it'd feel weird to throw vocals on.
We
It'd be
did think about it at the
We thought
beginning,
about it.
but
maybe
when-
I-
the best part is playing it live. We had one time we had a guy do a cartwheel during the breakdown.
People love
It
moshing with
was
that one. Yeah.
it was so sick.
it's a lot of people's favorite song. I'm almost thinking like we should do more just instrumentals.
Yeah.
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 Metallica
Why is
did like
that?
an instrumental like every album.
Yeah, Maiden has a few instrumentals. There's a lot of. I think we need to bring back the instrumental more and more.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of bands will do it. They'll do the regular version album and then they'll do
Yeah.
a whole instrumental album. And I like that too because then you notice more things
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah.
instrumentally.
And
Yeah.
people who aren't necessarily like keen on like the screaming vocals and everything can find something to enjoy from the album as well.
A band that I listen to a lot, The Ocean. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. At one time they were the Ocean Collective, but they seem to have different members a lot. But they're the ones that sing about like the geological formations and dinosaur Jurassic era and all that stuff. But it's really they've started doing that where they'll have the regular album with vocals and then they'll do the same album just instrumentals, and it's phenomenal because you get to hear all that extra stuff.
Yeah. I've noticed a lot of bands that'll just
Architects releases instrumental stuff all the time. Like
Bill Jarda, they'll
all the time.
oh my gosh, yeah.
It'd be cool
I-
if Tool did that too, but it would probably take another like 6 years for the instrumental version to come out.
You never get the album.
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
I think some of the older stuff like the Tool stuff, I think you can just get the stems. Like if you just want to nerd out,
Make
a
your
lot
own
of the older
instrumental
stuff,
version.
you can just pull up a DAW, pull up those stems.
Yeah.
and
Well,
those
there's
stuff.
like AI plugins now that can separate
true.
songs into stems now, which is
We,
absolutely
we kind of had a conversation like that about AIs last night, so I want to get your take on it. They're going to take over the world, people say. But I mean, there's even an AI for Zoom, on this thing that it wants me to use it for this. I don't know. I don't want it to fuck up my show. That's what's going to happen. But what's your all's thoughts on the AI? Do you think it's going to be good? I mean, I guess in ways it would be good. Like for dating, if you want to date somebody that's not real.
I think
Yeah.
as like if you're like a creative person that uses technology to get work done, I feel like
Yeah.
it's good for that. Like Photoshop has integrated some great AI things. You can just type it in and it'll do it for
Photoshop
you.
AI is awesome.
Basically in terms of like the social media slash like video editing, audio editing, and that kind of realm, like people will be able to create content way more quickly because of AI, because it'll just tell it what to do. It'll edit a video for them in a certain format.
You think it's
I
going to
think
dumb
that's-
some people down though? It'll really dumb us down as a society, I think.
Yeah.
We're already dumbed down enough.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that's true.
because of Google and everything already, we don't have to remember anything.
I mean,
So
We don't even
AI
have-
is
we don't really
AI
now
is
have to spell either because it.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Yeah.
actually-
people can.
I took autocorrect off my phone and my devices and everything, so I actually have to spell again because like a previous guest said that he did that just because he thought he was getting dumber by
Right.
and he couldn't like have to go write something on paper, God forbid, and and have to learn and have to like sound it out because he forgot how
Oh
to
my
spell.
gosh.
Everything's
Wow.
typed out for you. So I did that too, and it sucks after a while. I can't spell definitely. I cannot spell definitely for the life of me.
I'd have to
And
think
I
about that one.
Yeah,
No,
'cause
yeah. I don't have
You can't sound that out because you sound it out and you spell it, and it's not how. That's not.
Mhm.
It sucks.
I'll have the predictive text on, but I won't have the autocorrect,
Yeah.
and that's because we have so much like lingo that it'll try to autocorrect into just random words that
Like
won't
duck.
make any sense.
Like
Yeah.
duck.
Yeah. And so the predictive text actually picks up on your lingo, so you could just tap that instead.
That's creepy
But
too, though. I don't want it.
it
I don't
is.
want anything to pick up on anything that I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's scary
Yeah,
for
yeah.
society to get a hold of that.
Yeah. It's good and bad for many things, but
I think AI is like a good creative tool to like get you to an endpoint that you achieve yourself, like for inspiration or for whatever. But like, dude, AI is never gonna play this flood solo from Pantera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing. Only a human can do that. There is no
I had
AI,
it draw
no
me a
robot.
tattoo. I did the Google Genesis AI thing,
Yeah.
and I had this idea for a tattoo that I want to get, and I was. It did a good job of getting me to describe what I really wanted,
Exactly,
in
man.
detail. That's what
Then
it was
you need
good
a
for.
tattoo artist to
But
get
I had it
to
draw at me
fruition.
something, and it sucks. Like
Yeah.
it looks
Oh,
like a
gosh.
4-year-old. Like I can't draw for shit, but like
Yeah.
I could have drawn better than that. It was questionable. Like
It's,
and
it's still in its infancy for sure,
Yeah.
but it's
It is.
awesome for like coding or writing stuff or just getting an idea.
or ideas.
it
Ideas.
can, I
helps
mean, it can get you there so much faster.
Yeah.
It's very helpful, but once it becomes smarter than us, and it will, that's when it'll start getting dangerous.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Right.
tried it with lyric writing? Like with trying to if you ever got stumped on a song that you're trying to write lyrics for? Did you ever try doing that?
Nothing for this album, no. I've for fun just make me a concept album for 10 tracks and then make a whole story throughout, and then I just want to see what it comes up with.
What happened?
It was somewhat coherent. It's been so long since I did that though.
Yeah.
It's more just like a fire starter for me, just like these guys were talking about. You just give it it gives you like a kernel of information, and then you take over from there,
Yeah, that's
As
true.
as opposed to
Yeah.
the AI taking over.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
about
it did
using
get me
that
really
for-
think about what exactly the kind of tattoo I wanted and stuff. It did do that, but like once I said, "Can you draw me an example?" It was like I have it saved in my phone. It's awful. It's just Hey, let's play one of your songs. That way, some people that are watching might not know who you are, and they want to. What are we talking about? Who is this band?
Sure,
Let's play
do it.
Resurgence. And
Hell yeah.
what is the song about? What's the lyrics about? Anything you want to talk about the song?
Yeah, the lyrics are about kind of
Sorry.
revamping your outlook on things and kind of changing yourself for the better. Especially it was drawn from our first album that we did. We know the result wasn't what we wanted, and we're kind of moving genres and stuff, and we just like
New year, new me.
yeah, we want something new, and this is it. We're gonna emerge, man, out of
Rise to Planet Fitness.
yeah. So if you read the lyrics or look at the lyrics, you can definitely tell it's about a metamorphosis.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that word. It's like moist almost. I don't know. I'm just off the wall. All right, this stuff is great, guys. This is just So I might knock over something. I don't know. We'll see.
Hell yeah. That's the spirit.
It happens sometimes. This is Submariner with Resurgence, and yeah, this is just yep.
Thank
shit.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay, I'm out of breath. I didn't really even do much, but like that whatever that acoustic. What kind of instrument would that be?
Nylon string guitar, the classical.
Classic.
Oh yeah, my goodness, that was it. Okay, was that just an idea, like when you were going through the production of the song, or was that always? In your
So
mind for
it wasn't more of the production. It was kind of like in the early stages of writing the song. I just needed something to fill over that part, and
yeah.
I was
And
like,
no
what if I
cowbell,
just-
no cowbell. It was just the nylon guitar. Okay,
Nah,
gotcha.
yeah, no cowbell.
I've got a
I had
Next
to.
album.
I had to say that. Yeah, that's. I mean, okay. I say this on every show, and I stick to it because I don't do this even with anybody. But I can't nail down who it sounds like. So I need to know influences. Like just, I mean, anybody. You can all respond, or you can all,
For that song?
Well, for
all of it.
just all together, yeah.
I'd say Lamb of God, Meshuggah
Okay.
for sure.
Gojira.
Gojira. Those would probably be the top three.
Metallica on some
I-
of the stuff.
I
Uh-huh.
was gonna say I hear a little bit of like arena stuff, kind of like Metallica-ish sounding stuff, but I don't like Metallica at all. Like
I don't either.
their music's good. Their music's good, some of it, but there's other reasons. But I don't want to get into it. But but it does have that that like hair metal element to it in a way.
We love that stuff too.
Yeah, and that's the fun thing about it. Everybody kind of brings their own influences into the band. Like I'm more heavy metal, and he and for instance Drew's more like Metallica,
Drew's a
AC/DC.
jazz player.
And
I was gonna say, does anybody have an off genre influence?
Oh, I do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big country fan too. Like
What?
outlaw country.
Well, it's Kentucky, so I guess you kind of
Yeah.
have to be. Yeah.
Out like anywhere from Hank Sr. to Alan Jackson. That's
There
what
you
I
go.
like.
Yeah. The good stuff.
Yes,
The good
sir.
stuff. Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah, I don't-
past that.
Yeah, it's all garbage anymore.
But just- I completely agree.
me.
But any kind of rock, dude. I mean, classic rock. Yeah,
Skinner.
grunge. I love Leonard Skinner.
now I do like Tyler Childers because he's fairly newer in the newer
he's-
scene.
yeah,
He's good. Stuff like that. Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah.
There's several chats by, well, pretty much the same two people, but it's
Right,
it's
Alex.
epic. The NSYNC head nods are killing me. I didn't catch that because I was head nodding myself. Damn it. So
Yeah,
proud right now, Lamb of God and Gojira for sure. Yes, that's from Mariah. And
yeah.
yeah.
so
Yeah.
tough. Yeah, I mean it is tough. It makes you want to in the nicest way just punch somebody in the balls. Just
That's
in the
what
nicest
we're
way
going for.
possible.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was
Punch
the
right in
goal.
the jaw. And just be like, oh, sorry, that wasn't that bad, right? Oh no, it was okay. That's what it reminds me of. I mean, it's you want to dance, you want to mosh, you want to do all that stuff, but you don't want to miss anything either. So
For sure.
you got to kind of split your time, like at a show, a live setting. But I mean, yes,
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know. Did you
I
want to?
can't.
I know you had brought it up before. Did you want to segue into maybe talking about the live thing? A
Sure,
little
yeah,
bit?
yeah, we can. Yeah.
Because I guess the one thing that I've thought about it through this is like there's a lot of layers in some of the songs, but it's also some of the songs are stripped down too. So
Yeah.
in terms of putting that in a live context has been quite a challenge.
Yeah,
But it also it's
Sure.
a creative process at the same time. So we have 3 guitar players, and you can do so many different things in the live situation of what each guitar can do.
But it's pretty hard to bring a nylon upstage on stage
Yeah.
and have everybody hear it. So
Yeah.
we'll just have that come through the speakers.
We had enough
oh,
money.
yeah,
man.
yeah, tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that we'll get to the live more of that stuff in a second. But in terms of like the instrumentation and orchestration that we do live, we try to keep it as much as we can to the album version.
Sure, yeah.
I'm sure a lot of bands try to do that. Because honestly, 3 guitars it's weird, but it also gives an advantage because when you're listening to a record, you'll have like left and right guitar usually panned rhythm wise, and then like leads and stuff will be like in the center. So having that 3 guitars, all the time we try to have at least 2 people doubling the same rhythm part, and then one other person may either lay out or they might play one of the other layers that's happening. So I feel like when you listen to stuff in the recording, we try to do our best to replicate it live too. So like,
Yeah.
that's kind of super important to us. I wanted to mention that just because
Sure. Yeah.
we want
Yeah.
we want to bring that same experience that you're listening to the record like on the headphones, all hearing all those elements into the live show too.
Except more fun and with beer.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
it's quite interesting too. Like I know some people probably haven't seen us play live yet, but I think the adaptation to the live, because there's some stuff in the studio versions where especially the drums and the bass are kind of locked into one thing, but live, like, and we were brought up Elephant earlier. That's like a really big song of where it's actually kind of a jam song for us, if that makes sense. It's like we have a format, but we may play different stuff every time. Like I might play a different bass fill in a certain section, or our drummer Sam, he'll put something in there. Like he's so stupid with what he it's stupid in a good way, because he'll superimpose like a 6/8 kind of feel. I mean, there is kind of in that song, it's not a typical 4/4 4/4 kind of groove throughout the song, but he'll superimpose like a different time signature. Like he'll just try to throw us off sometimes on purpose, which is fun. Being able to like have that.
Yeah, it's just a fun song we can
Flexibility.
improv over.
Yeah, I've never
Another-
played the same solo twice.
Yeah, that's another thing
Yeah.
about, instrumentals. You have more freedom live.
I just
have
caught
fun
this
with
comment.
it.
I don't know how I didn't see this in the chat, but my phone literally caught on fire just now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Tends
much-
to happen.
Too much
Everything.
heat.
My house is on fire. I mean, like the studio, like ears are on fire.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
see that.
I just wanted to bring that up. We're trying to.
Sure.
We just did a release show almost about a month ago now.
He's gonna plug the videos.
Yeah, we're gotta plug the
Do
videos.
it. Do it. Plug everything. Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
Just to get a feel for the live stuff. You can check us out on our YouTube channel. I uploaded we actually live recorded our album release show, so we're dropping videos from that
Nice. I'll check that
pretty
out.
frequently. Yeah, so
The
I think
lights. Notice the lights.
yes, the
It's a production.
we can talk about that.
The
That's
lights are crazy. That's the best
Yeah, there
part.
are- there are
To
a few
me, that's
bands-
the best part.
There's a few bands that I talk to and I'm friends with, like especially like around Pittsburgh and stuff, that they do the whole light syncing up with their set, and it's badass. Like that's why you go. I mean, you
Yeah.
go, but like that's one of the cool things about it is it syncs up exactly with their set. I had a band on from Chicago. They're called Artillery and Storm, and their second time on the show, they performed in their studio right on Zoom here, and the advantage was most of them worked for Shure microphones, so of course the sound
yeah.
was phenomenal, But
Yeah.
they do the lights where they sync up the lights with their entire set, and that was the first I'd seen it in that just from here in my seat, and it was
Yeah,
freaking badass. I love that stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Steve does all
And
that.
it's a
for
lot of
us.
work. I hear it's a lot of work to do that too.
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
it's a lot of work. We kind of, I don't know when that idea came into my head. I mean, it's kind of like, it's almost become like a standard thing for bands that use tracks. We do use tracks, but it's only for like sub drops or like
Synthesizers.
things that
Nylon
we can't
guitars.
physically play.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's all the guitar stuff that you hear is going to be coming from us. Really, it's just background stuff. But syncing the lights up, everything has to be to a click track. So, and it takes a lot of time to like sit there and visualize what you want. I mean, there's some
Gotta be
bands
right.
that like I've done a bunch of research on it. Like there's certain type of lights that some bands will use where it can do multiple things, because there's different types of lights, of course. But yeah, it's quite a process, but it's definitely worth it in the end. Once I guess almost I had like a year to mess with it. We played one show where we were just using these very small LEDs, and that was kind of my first experimentation with it. And then for the album release show, we ended up doing like moving headlights, which were all going in their own kind of fashion. And then it was like 3 stages of lighting, but well, maybe
It's crazy.
maybe
We had a
4
bunch.
stages,
There's a lot. Yeah.
like a back set, stage fill.
Now,
and then
could you have like an AI program or something that's like AI to control all that for you, or program it for you so you don't have to spend all that time?
there might be an automatic setting on some, because
It's not as
basically
cool though.
it's done through like
Yeah, it would
software.
it would-
Yeah,
It would mess
It's-
up and like give you a strobe light when you don't really need a strobe light.
yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, like we said, it'll probably get to a point where it might be able to do that. But
Yeah, our strobe lights are intentional. Very
Yeah.
intentional.
yeah, I mean, it's just like it's in a way it's like orchestrating a song because it's like you have so many options, but you have to decide what is best for that moment.
Right,
It's
and
like
the
you don't
color,
wanna-
like the emotion, the
Yeah,
color.
like the colors and everything. So it's like it's a
Now,
whole
yep.
different visual element. They
Yeah,
have
some
to
songs
think
feel
about.
more
Fog,
purple than
fog and
others.
things like that too. Also with lights, you have fog and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we
did.
started doing that. We
Yeah,
kind of got
too.
screwed over though. The AC
How about
unit was
how
like,
about foam? Do like a foam party. People come in their swimming gear and there's
That's an
foam
idea for next
everywhere.
time.
I've seen
That
that.
would I would definitely be on board for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds like fun.
yeah. I mean, there's some bands around here that go wild with that stuff. They'll like throw stuff into the crowd and just
Yeah.
go-
Sometimes over the top, and yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but
There
yeah,
is there's a question in the chat. If I can interrupt you for a second. What is your favorite song to perform live? From
I was gonna mention this before because you asked us what our favorite song is. Because
Yeah.
I would say each person might have a different opinion, but I feel like I have a favorite song, but I also have a favorite song to play. If that makes sense.
yeah,
Like some
yeah.
songs are.
What's your favorite song? You didn't say.
I know I didn't say that.
What is it?
He's avoiding that.
Hey,
I hope it's one of the
he-
ones I wrote.
He skipped that.
Man,
I want the Steve validation, man.
he's
I
deflecting.
I would say that my favorite one to play is Elephant because that one's more of a jam song for us, so that gives us
Jam song.
more freedom.
I'm
'cause
thinking we should play Elephant here in a minute.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song though?
Well,
What's your
they said
favorite
favorite song to report.
Yeah, but you didn't answer the
Jesus
question
Christ.
before.
one?
Man,
What's your favorite song from the album? First, not to play or anything, but what your just,
I
or
know.
maybe all that together. Your absolute favorite one. We'll
Probably
come back.
Deep-
We'll come back. to
probably-
you. You have to think about it.
probably deeper you dig. Wow. Yeah, probably that one.
He's a little nervous.
Don't be nervous.
I like playing Unerring
I was
live.
about to say the same
Probably the
thing.
most.
That's my favorite one too. I just
There's so much energy. It really gets the crowd going.
it gets me going.
Yeah.
When you guys released this album, did you do like some bands do? They'll jump on social media and ask people what their favorite songs are. Did you guys do that?
No, we haven't done that yet. We need to make a poll.
Yeah, we kind of just did.
Yeah.
We kind of looked at Spotify, but it's really just the first 4 or 5 songs that are
Yeah.
listed on there. So,
Everybody I meet loves Warcry, dude. That's like the
Yeah. I
Are
don't
you guys
know.
big into analytics and looking at numbers and things like that? I can't. There's analytics for Linktree even. And it's like I don't really care how many people click on something.
Well,
Unless
we're
I'm
kinda
really
nerds,
bored.
So
Yeah, but it sucks you in because then you're like, well, how did this one perform? How did this one do? And it just YouTube is the worst with it though because there's so much. There's so many different.
Yeah.
Like, what are people watching on? And like, it's just.
And like,
And
when
how
did
old are they?
click
Are they
off
male or
or-
female?
yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
it gets overwhelming.
The
I need
best-
an AI assistant for this.
the best analytic stat is what country are they listening from?
Yeah,
We
that
have
is a
some-
good one. Yeah, I
we
like
have some
that.
global listeners
Yeah.
Yeah.
from Submariner.
What's
Yeah,
the
what is it,
what's
like
the most
fif-
outrageous one you think? Do you remember? Like,
Outrageous. Oh man, I don't know. I think
Any-
the top 3 is like U.S. and
Any European country.
and then-
Netherlands,
UK and Finland.
Finland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your buddy from?
Netherlands. Yeah.
Oh, Netherlands. Okay, that's right.
I had one of our singles had Ukraine last month when I was looking on the Apple Music
wow.
stats.
Yeah, that
But
was
who's to say that's not a? I don't think it's a. What are they like a bot? I don't think it can be. I think it's an actual. I don't know. I don't know really how that works, but you gotta assume after a while that I didn't even think they had like Antarctica. I mean, I've never had anything come up for Antarctica, but I don't even think anybody lives in Antarctica, like other than like scientists maybe. But I mean, nothing's come up. But like, if it did, who the hell is listening to my shit in Antarctica?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
There's other things to do, like keep warm, like
Uh-huh.
build a fire, So, I don't know. Did you guys see the Northern Lights the other day?
No.
Oh
I
man, I
didn't-
missed them. I
There's
missed them.
too
I,
much light pollution here.
Yeah,
It
I didn't
was
see
like
any.
3 a.m. man. I was
It was-
asleep.
It was pretty close to here though.
you can see them all the way down to like central Kentucky. I heard.
Yeah.
What
Somebody
about
one of my coworkers went down to Rough River and saw.
Oh,
what
okay.
about the eclipse? Did you see the eclipse?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah, I saw
eclipse.
that.
Yeah,
Did that
I was
fuck up
actually
your day? Did it
Clouds
fuck up your
blocked
day?
my view. I couldn't see it.
Yeah,
I mean, I got like 3 hours off work, so I'm not mad.
Did anybody get the glasses so you're able
Yeah.
to look?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was at the airport, so I had a nice. I
Oh,
had a
nice. Do you
live
work at the
view.
airport? Do you work at the airport?
Yeah, I work at UPS over there. It's right across from the airport.
Nice. Is that the Muhammad Ali Airport?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
That's where the UPS hub is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just
Yeah.
literally maybe.
And I think
30-second car
Memphis
ride.
is the FedEx hub, right? I think that's how that. I don't know.
Here's a good trivia question for you. What's the 3-letter code for Muhammad Ali International Airport?
I should know this. But I'm a kind of a flight nerd thing. I have an antenna on top of my house that feeds the FlightAware app. That's
sweet.
free. I mean, you get actually the thing's right. I'm in the process of moving it because it doesn't get good. But this is the box that they send you.
I thought it was a Game Boy at first.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that. I mean, but the screen you can press on, and it's just real tiny, and half the time it doesn't even press the right thing. Let's see, what is the I'm gonna have to think about this without cheating.
If you don't know it,
It's not LOU. I know that, right? It's not LOU.
No, sir.
No.
No. I don't even think it has an L at the beginning.
Nope.
Is it SDF?
It is SDF.
is.
Good
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a geek when it comes to that stuff.
Awesome.
Actually, the airport, the regional airports, right? This is the what they call it, the final right here, where they land. If they're landing this way, they normally don't land the other way. It's like north and then south, so they always land that way. Yeah, I'm a dork. I'm a dork. Let's see who else is chatting. Let's see. What did I miss? Let's see. The Nancy head nods. We said that. So proud right now. Yes. Okay. Is this somebody's mother that says I'm so proud right now?
Who said I'm so proud
Basically.
right now?
That's Mariah.
Yeah, it's like kind of like my mom.
I'm so proud right now of you guys. Did you guys have a good Mother's Day? Did you take your mothers to Bob Evans for breakfast? Or the Cracker
Evans?
Barrel?
No,
or
no.
Cracker Barrel?
I ended up taking somebody else's the other
How Kentucky do you think we are?
Well, KFC, I would go there, but I know KFC pretty much sucks everywhere anymore.
Yeah.
It's a shame too.
Yeah.
It is a damn shame, you know? They do have good pot pie. I will give them some pot pie cred, but that's about it. Everything else sucks. You know? And the guys last night said that they got rid of the wedges, potato wedges. That's like the
Is it?
staple. I mean, the mashed potatoes, they suck
don't-
all the time, but
We
like,
don't even go there anymore.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
either.
what do you guys eat? Like, I mean, what's your favorite spot
Oh, dude.
to eat?
You want to start? We could spend the rest of the time talking about food, probably.
Well, see, I used to do the wiener segment. We could talk about hot dogs, but I'm not going to because I'm sick of that. But like, and it was a buddy's idea to do because he likes hot dogs. He's got a weird wiener fetish. But like, yeah,
Like
but
fast
I'm,
food.
I am kind of
or-
curious. like when I'm going to try to get over to Louisville in August. But where would be a good spot for me
I
to
know
go
Steve's
eat
favorite place.
that I wouldn't have
Ooh.
here?
Yeah.
oh,
so
cuisine
not
or
a chain.
Ooh, I got you on that, man.
Yeah, Taco City. If
Taco
you want,
City,
if you
yeah.
want.
How
Oh,
much
I
are you
like
wanting to
some
spend?
I don't care. I mean, it's a trip. I'm ready to go all
I
out.
can get
Right.
my favorite restaurant ever is called Les Mous.
Oof.
Lemu.
Sounds French.
It's a steakhouse.
It's a steak, yes, a steak.
Yeah.
It's
Very expensive, I assume. Very expensive.
It's
Depends on what you get.
define expensive.
How do you have to dress to go there? You have to tuck your
It's
shirt.
kind of you can do it whatever. Business casual.
Can I wear
mean,
a
I could
Submariner
wear
shirt with
this.
like? Can I wear a Submariner shirt with like jeans with holes and shit?
We'd prefer you did.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
Tell
guys
them
are
I
good
sent
with
you.
it. Yeah, well, you guys just come with me. Just we'll just
We
we'll do
will.
it.
I'm down for that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure,
We'll
steak,
eat.
yeah.
We'll eat on the Cute Many Live dime, and that's pretty much all it is. Just a dime. You know?
Just a dime.
just a dime. Jeez.
You get a piece of crust off a steak.
Somebody in chat said Denny's. I can
Yep.
eat Denny's here.
Denny's.
Denny's,
They know
Denny's
us
is only
too
good
well.
for breakfast.
Yeah.
Denny's is good for breakfast though, especially if you've been out on the town. You know what I mean?
It's good for a 3 a.m. breakfast, yeah.
3 a.m. breakfast.
We've been to Denny's a lot after shows. We go to
Yeah.
there a lot after shows.
It's a good hangout. It's a good hangout.
It's okay.
good and chill.
Yeah,
The
there's
one
only
here
one
is-
left.
the
There's
one-
only one.
The one here is okay.
Yeah.
You guys have
If you can
Waffle
get in.
House? You have Waffle
Yeah.
House everywhere?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
We don't even have that here around here. Like you have to go to, I think, maybe Pittsburgh. I don't even think Pittsburgh has one. They might.
There's a
But I-
Waffle
I-
House in pretty much every town.
It's not really that bad. I went to one in Charlotte. That was the only thing that was open at the time. It was like
Mhm.
4 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm freaking hungry. So but right across from the hotel was a Waffle House. And I get there, and I'm the only white guy there. But it was phenomenal, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody was
Oh, yeah.
nice. There was no murders. There was nothing. Everything was fine.
We've seen some crazy stuff at Waffle House for
Yeah.
sure.
Like what?
Dudes bugging out on who God knows what.
On
Oh, man,
waffles.
with
What
On
was that
waffles.
guy? You ever seen you ever seen The Walking Dead?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of that special sauce.
Yeah. Something to liven up the mood, right? Let's see. Okay, yeah, there's a good question. Okay, well, I guess there's two here, but dream place to perform live. That's a good one. Dream place to perform live, and dream instrument or piece of equipment. That's good. Those are all good
Oh,
questions, really.
dream venue has got to be Red Rock.
Oh yeah, I think that's for everybody too.
Absolutely beautiful venue.
Have you been there?
Dream piece of gear.
Here's my dream instrument.
Oh, you have your dream instrument.
I just got it for my birthday yesterday.
Hell yes! I only have 2 samples on here, so remember, I'm working on a dime.
You're making it spread pretty far, man.
I have a acoustic.
Oh, there
so
she is.
Michael
Oh, that's
Kelly.
nice.
Michael
That's
Kelly.
nice.
Yeah. MK.
Isn't that
MK, yo, MK.
is it carbon fiber
It should be.
or no?
This
Okay.
this desk this desk that I got for myself for Christmas, it's not carbon fiber, but the top is a carbon fiber film, if you will.
Mhm.
It's one of those gaming desks because
Yeah.
it has,
Oh, okay. I've seen
has
those.
the wings on it, you know, that I can spread out.
Uh-huh.
Because the last desk I had is in there where we play music, and it's
Oh, I
I
got
can
you.
sit the monitor right here, but I gotta put this, you know, so
No room. Yeah. Yeah, I got
those
it.
things like that. What's what about like you have like a with the instrument part, dream piece of equipment, so maybe like an amp that you'd be like, man, I really need to get this amp.
Oh gosh, I really like the Fortin amps, but those are like $3,000. They have a Meshuggah a signature like amp that's like maybe
Well, you
3,500.
probably put it on a payment plan for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
rest
yeah,
of your life.
60 months or something.
Yeah. Somebody will finance you.
Get a mortgage on it. 30 years.
Yeah.
I got
But
a lot
yeah,
of stuff. I don't know if you guys have heard of Zounds. I don't make any money by
Mhm.
saying this at all. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I get a lot of my stuff off of Zounds because they don't do credit checks or anything. As long as you pay them back,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Yeah, oh yeah, I got my first ESP off of Zounds like fucking 12 years ago.
They don't have everything. Like there's some things that I've searched that they don't have, and it's like, son of a bitch, I have to get a Sweetwater now, and I want to do that. You know.
But you can do 0% financing on Sweetwater. We have
Sweetwater's
a lot.
the king.
Yeah, if you have
Yeah,
good
there's the
credit.
king.
I have shithole credit, so like that's not. You know.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's Well, let's
One
take a-
place before you do that, one place I want to play is Louder Than Life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Main
yeah.
stage.
I guess
The-
we can
the-
talk.
The band
guess
that I
I
played at the beginning
we
of
can talk
Saba, they
about
played
that.
Louder Than Life. I think it was last year.
Fuck
And
yeah.
the
Oh,
lead
yeah,
singer actually
okay.
climbed one of the tower stacks where they have the speakers. He actually climbed the thing.
Holy shit.
That's
Yeah.
badass.
So we
Yeah,
actually tried to play Louder Than Life last year. They do this little bracket style contest where
Mhm.
they play demos back and forth and
Of unsigned bands.
unsigned bands, yeah.
Nice.
And I don't know if they were part of that. I don't remember them or if they just got put on.
What was the name of the band again?
Asaba.
Asaba, ASAVA. Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I hit him up the other night because there's a show in their town that I'm going to come to in July, and I just hit them up to see but they haven't responded yet. So maybe they're taking a break. I don't know. They're in a band, you know. They got things to do.
Yeah.
No, I figured we'd play deeper you dig, and then we'll talk about the landmarks because I'm interested in what you have for this
Okay.
segment.
Sounds good.
I really don't have anything. I was looking, you know, as I was on the show with 97.5 last night, and the only thing I could come up with was this little girl that tragically died in her own pool. She somehow rode her tricycle into a pool in like 06. But the gravestone is just like eerie. It's just awkward. She's swinging. Okay, like somebody made this statue. It's like a statue on the gravestone, but Jesus is at the top of the headstone holding the rope of her swing. It's just creepy. Like
That sounds creepy.
it's just but it's in that the Cave
You're
Hill
coming
cemetery
with me
where
now.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it's creepy. So we'll do that in a minute. But what's this song about? What do you want to say about this? I know you mentioned it a couple times earlier when we were talking about different things.
So this song was more about well, just really somebody who stays in the same like habitual negative vices or like bad behaviors their whole life. They don't realize themselves that they're digging this hole, and eventually, you know, like there's the line, "Life looks down on you with a shovel. It's about to bury your ass 6 feet under." And so that's really what the song's about. It
Why are you laughing?
Just the way you said that.
Okay. It seems so serious, and all of a sudden he's like, "Ha ha ha!"
Barrier.
it's not necessarily. I wrote the song. It's not necessarily correlated with my life in a way, but like when you're really feeling like down in the dumps and shit like that, and you really just like you have all these negative things going around in your life, is like, is this because of me, and am I digging myself deeper by making these choices that I'm making? And you know, yeah,
I hear
how
that a
long-
lot. I hear that a lot with bands when they tell me what their songs are about, and I think that's important. You know, whether it's a personal struggle or not, there's somebody somewhere that's having a personal struggle, but they can connect with you through your music. You know,
Mhm. Yeah.
just in that way, and that's I think it helps a lot of people. You know, whether they say it does or not. You know, I think it does. I mean, it helps me through certain things. You know,
For sure, yeah. This
Little
song
things
could be
away.
the ladder that helps somebody get out of the hole.
Yeah. The deeper you dig, damn it. Right? Now,
Exactly.
I don't want anybody's phones to get on fire with this, but if that happens, put it in the chat somehow. I don't know how you would do that. But
Type
send
fast.
us a picture. Put the picture on Instagram or one of the socials or something. We'll see your phone on fire. Or Photoshop. We can Photoshop that shit. Make the AI do it. Make him work. Or
Yeah.
or her. Or her. Him or her. You have to be
It.
it. Make it work. Make it work. Deeper You Dig by Submariner. Go get this album. It's freaking. It's gonna make your phone smoke for sure. Here you go.
Guilty or your
speechless on that one.
Appreciate that.
That's so. I was waiting. Are they going to build all the way up? Because you could hear that towards the end. You could hear something building, and you expect an explosion, but it's not really that. Doesn't really sound like an explosion, but it just gets right back to where you were. You know, it takes you right back to where you were, but it's better than the first time around, I think. You know, but what I was hearing was, you know, the panning was badass, by the way. Great production on that shit.
Yeah.
But like the even in the heavy parts, I believe it was the heavy parts, that somewhere in the song, there you could hear the China just slightly, and sometimes when there was nothing else going on, you just hear it, but then you could hear it as other things were happening too, and that's what's cool about listening and on headphones.
Headphones.
You
Stereo,
can hear
yeah.
that shit. You know, that's great production work. My goodness.
Yeah.
Shout out
Like,
to
seriously, like I want to hear that shit again. Like it's just like, oh yeah, like you're like everything's pointing like up into my brain. You know, like oh yeah, that's we're over here now. Then over here now. I mean, it's just freaking crazy.
Yeah, there's a guy named Josh Truman who went to shout out, who did some extra production on the song.
Oh yeah.
He has a project called
Alia.
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 Yeah,
On Instagram.
and
Nice.
I think he has a
Releasing music
Spotify
soon.
too.
Yeah.
Let's get him on the show. Damn it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's a
Yeah,
great
send it
guy.
your way.
Yeah, he is a great fellow.
So, because I did production for all the other tracks, and then Eldon was like, "Yo, you should check out some of Josh's music." And
My buddy from college, who's been putting together projects for quite a while now.
yeah, so he came over to the studio one day and he showed me some stuff, and I was like, "Yo, we have like this is like at the time we were working on that song, D.
Finishing it up.
It was like the last song we had to do. I'm like, I would love for you to just do this, and it was at the end of the song too. So I did some of the
That
production
breakdown part.
That big breakdown.
during the middle, and then when it kind of breaks down to that the China part you were talking about, he did all the production during that part, so he kind of built layers to kind of give it that momentum that kind of wasn't there before, which really kind of carried that part. So,
This entire album, guys, is just. I mean, I haven't heard something like this in a while, and I'm dead serious. And I talk to bands all the time, and I'm not saying that their stuff's terrible, but this is good shit.
Thank you.
that.
Yeah, that means a lot.
This is
Thank you.
badass, and I need you to get in the van or get in the Subaru or whatever you guys drive and get your ass to West Virginia or Pittsburgh or somewhere. I want to see this happening in front of me. I want my phone to catch on fire. I will start fires. I will do all kinds of things,
We'd love that, man.
yeah,
unholy things I might do, and we will jam out. And we will
Absolutely.
Denny's.
That sounds
We'll
awesome.
go to Denny's when you're done.
yeah,
It's a perfect night.
The perfect day.
Match made in heaven. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Hey,
We've been working
you
on.
think I could play like a sliver of Elephant real quick?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
sure.
Go ahead.
You care? I want to play this. I'll just play like a little bit of the beginning part.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all. Now, if they really want to hear the damn song, they'll go stream it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
we got
Hell yeah.
Spotify.
I'm not going to do everything. The people have to go do this. You know, the
Hell
people.
yeah.
So, yeah, I need to see that song live. I need to see all of this live. I need to meet you live. I give hugs. Unless somebody has a disease or something, then we'll do it another way. You know, we'll kick feet or something like that. I don't know. What people do.
Play patty cake or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Something, yeah. I mean, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What do
we'd
you
love
guys
to
got
get up
coming-
in that
what
area.
do you-
West Virginia.
What do you have coming up that do you have anything in August that I could make this a full circle trip or I believe it's
We do, don't we?
August 2nd. I'm wanting to say it's August 2nd that 97's playing
When's that
with
show?
Fiddlehead. They're playing with a band called Fiddlehead at they told the Portal. Does that sound right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Portal.
yeah,
Yeah,
Portal's
yeah.
sick.
We have yet to play Portal, actually.
Want to though?
Hit them up. They know a couple people in that scene, I guess, and
Okay.
and they I think they started following you guys last night when I was
yeah.
telling you
Yeah.
about you. So yeah,
I don't
Hook
think
up with them.
we don't have anything on the books right now.
I thought we had something in August.
There,
we do.
there
I
might be.
could have
That,
sworn we did.
We might have something in August.
it's still in progress.
Oh.
do they do house parties there? Do people like just like spot up at somebody's house and just start thrashing?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Louisville is kind of an interesting scene. It's got a really heavy DIY scene. Well, the funny thing was they brought up on the show yesterday that you asked about who was on their artwork,
Yeah.
and the guy that's on their artwork is actually my roommate.
That's awesome. Hell yeah.
So
That's a popular guy.
yeah, so oddly enough, I kind of have a connection with those guys in that way, but I haven't met any of those guys before, but they seem really cool. So
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. They
and the
do.
guy that does photos for them also did some of our photos too. Matt, shout out to Matt Schladen.
Matt Schladen, dude.
Yeah,
Nice.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's actually touring or taking photos for a touring band right now. And
yeah.
big band. He's doing big things.
Yeah, yeah.
With
Get
post-profit, I
in
think.
in with them and start playing some shows, and maybe you can collectively come to West Virginia. But
Yeah,
I mean, I'll
that'd be
still.
After that
That'd be
too.
great.
It sounds like I'm still gonna have to make it there first, which is fine because I've never been to Louisville, and I will say it
There we
right
go.
when I get
Yeah.
there.
We'll show you around, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely think we need to make it up there though.
I
'Cause
think you do
mean,
too.
the scene is kind of interesting here, but we're still trying to,
Branch out.
of course, build what we have here as a community, which was cool.
Speaking of West Virginia, do you know where Paintsville, Kentucky is?
I brought that up to the guys in 97 last night because that's where my aunt and uncle live.
Dude, I've got a
In
coworker
Paintsville.
who lives in Paintsville and he wants us to come out there and play.
Do it. I will come there also, and I will bring my family that lives there with me.
Let's go to
Maybe.
Paintsville.
I'll try.
Shout
They're
out,
big-
shout
they're
out
big in
Paintsville.
Yes, damn it. Yeah, so
Submariner
I've been
in
to Paintsville
Paintsville.
several times. I've been to that area several times. It's a yeah. My cousin actually he doesn't live. Well, he went to Paintsville High School. He played football there and stuff. But he actually lives. I can't remember the city, but McGoffin County. I don't think is Paintsville, but that's where he lives now. I think. I don't know. It's hard to keep. When you get a certain age, you can't keep up with your cousins anymore, like you grew up with.
Fair enough, yeah.
Everybody's doing their own shit. Everybody's popping babies. I haven't been married. Have no kids. I have a cat. You know what I mean? So, in a badass.
You're doing it
park.
right, man, in my opinion.
I travel quite a bit, so I will get that way, and I don't have anything in August other than Louisville at this point. So I'm
So, yeah.
thinking I'm going to go ahead and start planning for that, and we'll hang. I'll stay for a couple days. That way,
That'd be great.
Absolutely.
that way I can see all the sluggers that I can.
Yeah.
I did
the
meet
giant
I did
slugger.
meet someone. Someone started following me when I booked 97 Flood. They go by Louisville Fucks
Yeah.
on Instagram. Rhea, is that her name? Rhea. She was like, "I will show you the town." I'm like, "Wow!" I mean, like, what a welcome to a place I've never been. That's going to take me a good 5.5-ish hours to get there, but that's a short drive.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be longer. But so I'm excited. I'm excited to come and meet everybody and see a different scene. I go to Pittsburgh all the time. They have a great scene there, but I'm up there a lot. So I want to see other things, which brings me to this on Thursday. Let's see, what's today? Tuesday. So Thursday, I'll be traveling to Harrisburg, PA, which is about 3.5 hours ish from here, to see a band that they were one of the first guests that I had on the show about 4 years ago. And the episode didn't go very well. I was learning still, and it just didn't go very well. Well, I had them on again. They actually drove down from Pittsburgh, and for the first time ever, did an acoustic session in my living room for the show.
That's awesome.
And it was awesome. So they're called Reign of Z, and they are touring right now with Divide the Fall, and they're making a stop in Carlisle, PA, which is just south of Harrisburg. And another band that's been on a couple times, Lives Lost, is opening that show, so they're going to be playing. So I'll get to see them and meet them in person. And there's a few other people that live in that area that I've had on as guests, and hopefully I'll get to meet up with them. So that's Thursday. I'll be up in Carlisle, Harrisburg area, and hope to see everybody out that I know up that way. It's so cool to meet people in person that I've had on the show. This is not in person. This is, I don't know what this is, but it's semi in person. I don't know. Like, we can't smell each other. We could.
Yeah.
I can describe it, but it's just not the same. It's just not hanging out and
Exactly.
So I always try to do that as much as I can in my lifestyle. I can do that. I have the means to be able to do that, and that's I'm truly grateful for that. So I look forward to meeting you guys in person in August.
Yeah.
We did
I'm
too,
gonna
man.
go ahead and say I will be in Louisville in August.
Hell yeah.
I'll go ahead and just we'll
So
confirm
will
it. Confirm it. We'll party at Denny's and other Taco World. Is that what it was?
Taco
Taco City.
I was close. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll eat tacos at Denny's. That would be. Wow.
It's an option.
We could. Yeah. What are they gonna say? You can't eat here.
Well, the
Yes, we
last
can.
time we tried to go there, their cook left. So we actually could bring our own food and just sit down. And
We might want to have that on the, as a backup
Yeah.
plan.
Absolutely. We waited for like half an hour too, man.
I usually give bands this time to just plug everything that you want people to follow you. This, everything, all that stuff. I'll give
Stream
you guys-
Resurgence.
Go ahead.
Resurgence, you can stream it literally everywhere, anywhere you can get music.
You could buy it too. if
buy
you want.
it, buy it if you want.
We'll send it with a carrier pigeon. Like really.
Submariner official on YouTube, on
Instagram.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Facebook.
Submariner_official.
And it might be Submariner music somewhere else.
Do we have a Twitter? All the cool kids are doing that now. Do we have
We have a Twitter,
We
but it's
do.
not used.
TikTok?
Does anybody
We do
use
have
that
a
anymore?
TikTok.
I'm sorry, it's X now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We do have a TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. That's what the kids
There
are
you
using
go. I got you.
That's
until
what
it
the-
gets
that's what the kids-
banned.
But everybody always says that until it gets banned. When are they going to ban it?
They keep saying it. Who knows?
But more people keep using it. It's just
Sooner the better, man. I'm tired of people sending me TikToks and I gotta sit there and scroll through them and open them one by one.
Oh, I know. It's brutal.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
I got
send you Submariner TikToks.
I have some merchandise that I'll bring down with you guys or with me for you guys.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Down.
sure.
I have temporary tattoos.
Badass.
Okay.
Just for your,
Right
they're only
there.
for your forehead though. They're only for foreheads, especially the ones people have like billboards as foreheads, like me,
The 5 head.
receding
Yeah, I'm with you
hairlines.
on that, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Five.
Or
That's
you
why
can
we're
put it on your
deciding.
ass. I mean, ass works too if you're a female. If you're not a female, I guess you can still do it, but don't show it to me. I don't know. These are just regular old stickers, and
Nice.
I'm gonna have to reorder a bunch more of these because these turned out really well. These keychains,
Oh, keychains.
Those are awesome.
and they
yeah.
actually come with a little. I don't have to do anything. They come like that. So I'll get some more of
Nice.
those.
Yeah.
I did launch a website at the beginning of the year. I didn't only get rid of the Wiener segment. I also launched a website and I got a new logo. And I have like a Patreon style. It's not Patreon, but it's a Patreon style thing set up on there that you can, if you like the show, you can support, and you get things that other people don't get. I hand out everything. I don't sell any merchandise or anything. Everything gets handed to everybody. Promotion. That's how you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a supporter, you get a supporter sticker. And of course,
Hey.
the highest tier, I haven't sold a highest tier yet. The highest tier is $25 a month. But if you get a higher tier one, you get a shirt that says supporter on it. I just don't have any because nobody has that yet. But
One day.
Yeah.
Good. Looks good.
so I can't wait to hear this shit in person. Like even if you guys can't line up a show for that, can you like practice while I'm down there maybe and
Yeah.
and maybe we'll do
You
a
can set that up.
spot up live interview like in person. You don't have to play unless you want to. It'd probably be easier, if I was there and we did it. But it's still kind of finicky with that. But we'll talk and we'll see what we can come up with and maybe,
Yeah,
things like
maybe you'll have a show lined up by then. I'll let you know what the dates are. I'd have to go back and look when they're playing. But yeah, it'll be. I'll be down there for that. And
Okay.
we'll hang.
Yeah.
I got to
Sounds
experience this Louisville scene and their tacos and stuff.
Absolutely.
I have a,
Denny's
I have
is
a,
better.
yeah, I have a strong feeling you're gonna get a lot of interest from a lot of bands around here to do this because it's really cool. So
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
I
gonna
look
definitely-
forward to it. I look forward to hearing more from your scene. I love music. I love all kinds of music. I've had a country band play in this room a long time ago, and I'm still friends with the dude. But
Oh yeah.
everything. If you're a comedian, I haven't had a comedian yet. I would love to have a comedian on the show. I've had a
We got one
magician.
right here.
I've had a magician and a mentalist. I've had a
Oh.
magician and a mentalist. The magician, or the illusionist, actually. I'm sorry, not magician. He'll kick my ass if I call him a magician. He's an illusionist, but he also jumps out of airplanes in wingsuits.
Wow.
So I've been talking to him. I met him in person a couple months ago. He came here and did his show here, and it was freaking awesome. Like that shit just amazing. Like I have one trick that I could do, and he tells me I do it wrong, but he is the master. And he does it way better than I do. But I'm gonna try to get him on. I actually had a really good idea, but it's still kind of manifesting, so I can't really say anything about it. But I might tell you after we quit the live stream. If you got like 5 minutes, I'll talk to you for a little bit. I'll tell you what
Okay.
my idea was. But thank you everybody else for chatting. The chat room was active, highly active tonight.
Hell yeah.
yeah, awesome.
We have the best
Everybody's
fans,
phone's
man.
on fire. Kay Phillips did a cartwheel in the chat. Did you see that?
Hey,
Hey.
sweet.
Nice.
I think that's the very first cartwheel of the show.
Shout out to Kay Phillips.
Yeah, damn it.
Whoever
Do
that is.
cartwheels.
What about Phillips?
Go subscribe and follow them. Follow you guys everywhere. At Submariner, just look up Submariner. You'll find them everywhere. The shit's badass, and I can't wait to hear more. I know you just put an album out, but like I'm still wanting more. I think that's the culture nowadays. Oh, you just put an album out. Well, what else you got? You know, like it's like come on,
Yeah, for sure.
all this money and time on this shit, and then, but yeah, that's how it
That's
goes.
the person who did the cartwheel at the other show.
Yeah, we'll let you know if we get anything coming up. So
For sure, yeah. All right, guys, we'll come back on the show. Also, we'll do this again, maybe in person soon.
We'd
Well,
love
no,
it.
we'll say yes in person. Who cares? We'll do it from the sidewalk or from Denny's. You know,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Live from Denny's would be the best.
That would
venue,
be
I
insane.
I think we gave Denny's a lot of promotion tonight, didn't we?
I think so.
I think they owe us a couple bucks after this.
They owe me a couple. They owe us a couple breakfasts. That's a
least
hard
the
word
hash
to say
brown.
in the plural. Breakfasts. All right, play. See, I'm off the playlist now because I went over to Elephant. Well, I just ended with Elephant, but I promise people things. No. Playing us out of the show is King of Nothing. I just saw King of Nothing on Sunday, right up the road from me. They're from around here, and they're badass. Check them out. King of Nothing, and the song's called Crimson Web. And yeah, guys, if you have like 5 minutes, I'll talk to you here in a little bit once I killed the live stream, and I'll tell you what that idea was,
Oh yeah.
and maybe some other things. I don't know. It's the bonus content you get if you subscribe to the Keep Me Anything and blah blah blah. Anyway. I don't have any shows lined up. I do have an email I need to get back to, so there will be one lined up here pretty soon. I do owe an email to somebody, so I'll announce that. It'll be up on everything, once it gets booked. And then I'll be in Harrisburg area on Thursday night for that other stuff that I'm doing. So traveling, I travel a lot. So thank you guys so much for being on. It's been a pleasure talking to you and meeting you, and I'll meet you. We'll hug very soon.
Thanks for having us,
Likewise,
man.
yeah.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us, man.
thank you, Scott. Appreciate it.
For sure. Here's King of Nothing with Crimson Web, and I will see you guys when I see you.
Hell yeah.
Trace your tracks with your life like